Hey friends, welcome back to Spirit Made Me Do It. Today I wanted to talk about something that came up in a reading. But first, let's do a little housekeeping. I am still running the contest. When I hit 2,500 subscribers, I will be giving away 2 free readings. All you have to do to enter is be subscribed and to just put down a comment on one of my short videos, one of my longer videos, one of my posts. Just leave a comment, a thumbs up, a heart, whatever you want to do, and you're automatically entered in the drawing. So let's talk about this. I gave a reading the other day to a very lovely person who has become a friend, and I appreciate her very much. Thank you so very much. You know who you are. And what came up in this reading? I mean, usually when I do a reading, when I give somebody a reading, I always tell everybody anything that happens before the reading or during the reading is part of the reading. And what I do to get my energy up is I listen to music. Well, lately I have been getting information, like my guides, spirit, however you want to look at it, have been pointing out certain parts of these songs, and that has become part of the reading. One thing that came up before the reading as part of the reading was all things must pass. Now, you've heard me say time and time again, this too will pass. And it does, because as soon as it happens, it's already passed, right? All things must pass pretty much says the same thing, but my initial feeling with this is there's something that's coming up, probably over the summer. That's what it kind of feels like. But times can be crazy because it's based on free will and it's based on all sorts of different things. What I'm getting now is based on the current energy that I am feeling. When I heard all things must pass, I immediately felt like there's something that's coming up. And it feels uncomfortable. I don't want you to be afraid of this. It's not something to be afraid of. But, if you can avoid the news over the next couple of months, you might want to do that. I mean, there are some things that are going to be coming up that are going to make us feel a little uncomfortable and a little concerned. We do not want to go into a place of fear, and oftentimes people do that. And I'm not saying that this is anything to be fearful of. I'm just saying it's going to be something that's going to make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, okay? So don't be worried about anything. I'm not telling you to worry. I am not promoting fear. That is not my thing. Go forward fearlessly, and don't be concerned about this. But what I want you to do is to stay in a place of love. Know that whatever this is, it's just something that we have to go through to get to the good stuff. When things start going wonky, things start going a little off, it's because there's something good that's coming. There's always something good that comes out of something bad, or something that we perceive as bad. I like to say uncomfortable, because I don't really look at things as good or bad. I look at things as, I'm not really liking this feeling too much, but this will pass, and it will pass. But it's going to lead us onto something good. It's going to lead us to a good place. And that's what you need to do, is be excited about the possibilities of what cleaning up, whatever this is, whatever this energy is, about what's coming after it. Because everything is about contrast, right? Everything, you can't recognize how beautiful the sun is if you don't have some rain or snow or whatever. And you can't appreciate the cool weather until you're going through the hot weather. It's all about perception as well. It's all about how we perceive things. If you look at something as bad, it's going to feel bad because that's the emotion that you are attaching to that situation. Don't attach emotions to situations. Try not to do that. Unless they're good, right? Unless it's something that makes you feel good, makes you feel happy, makes you feel joyous. That's your normal state. That's where we're supposed to be, in that joyous state, right? So I do not want you to be concerned. I just want you to stay in a place of love and happy anticipation. Be excited about what these hiccups are bringing us, okay? My inspirational deck wanted to come out, which is always a good sign too. And when I was shuffling it, the first thing that fell out was choose happiness. And this is what they're telling you to do. Choose to be happy without having a reason, because you don't need a reason to be happy. Just be happy. Just be happy right this very second. There's nothing that needs to be taken care of right this very second, right? So be happy. Stay with that happiness. But I'm cutting the deck even as we speak right now, and they want me to take one off of the bottom, and they want me to take one off of the top. Took out the bottom one first, so let's look at what that is. Forgiveness heals the forgiver. This is kind of telling me that whatever's coming up, there needs to be forgiveness with it. We have to, I'm really feeling like it's more about understanding. It's about looking at things from somebody else's perspective and understanding why they may have done those actions that is causing whatever this is. Just remember that we've all been in a place where we needed to be forgiven for something. And just stick with that. Let's see what's at the top of the deck. Don't feed the fear. How perfect is that? We do not want to feed the fear in any situation. But I do want to tell you that whatever this is that's coming up, and it feels like it's towards the end of the summer. That's what it feels like. Again, that's something that can change because what I'm feeling now is based on the energies that are now. It's based on where things are going if everything remains the same right now. What's coming up, like I said, it feels uncomfortable. It might make people nervous. It could make people nervous depending how they perceive it. Do not worry. Everything is going to be fine. This is just something that must pass in order to get us to the good stuff. So be excited about the possibilities. Be excited about the good stuff because the good stuff is coming. Some really, really good stuff is coming. I don't know how far down the road it is, but it's coming. I can certainly feel that. And I can always feel that. I am always hopeful. There is always hope that I feel. There is always joy that I feel about the future. This is our state. Peace, joy, and love is our state. And that's where we should sit most of the time. I know that's where we should sit all of the time, but realistically, it's not going to be all the time. There are going to be things coming up that are frustrating to us, that we perceive as frustrating. There is going to be stuff that might make our blood boil, depending on how we look at it. This is why it's so important to stay in that place of joy and peace and love as often as you can. You don't want to put any more fear into the collective. That is something that we do not need. Be joyous. Choose to be happy. You don't need a reason to be happy. It's a choice. Choose it. Choose it now. And choose it now. And choose it now. My intention with this channel has always been to help people on their spiritual journey and to help people look at life from a different perspective. Choose love. Choose happiness. Choose joy. Choose peace. Choose to be in that inner state. Choose to be who you were before the world got a hold of you and made you see things as good or bad. It's all about perspective. And if you recognize that when something uncomfortable comes up, that something good is coming after it, concentrate on the good stuff. Why not? Always choose love. And always love on everyone and everything all the time. I have started this new thing that I do where I give love to everything. If I'm cooking, I give thanks and give love to the pans that I'm using and to the people who sold me the pan and to the people who brought that pan to the store and the people who made that pan, the people who designed that pan, the materials that put that pan into existence, the people that have picked the vegetables that are going into the pan, anything that has given itself to help me. And when you give gratitude to everything like that, when you give gratitude to absolutely everything, you realize just how much you have to be grateful for. And you recognize that we are all in this together. Because it takes the person who picked the vegetables that are going into the pan and the person who farmed the land to have somebody pick the vegetables, and the person that brought it to the store, and again, the person that made the pan and the materials that were used to make those pans. When you're making the bed, be grateful you have a bed to be made. Now more than ever is the time to appreciate and to love on each other. We can bring a beautiful world into existence. Just be love, be peace, be joy, and be at peace, and live in joy. It's a wonderful way to live. I love you guys. I just want to help you to be happy. I just want you to look at things from a different perspective so that life doesn't seem as difficult as some people think it is. I love you guys. Have a wonderful week.